You are now tuned in to Unscripted Podcast.
Crank it up. Crank it up.
Hey guys, welcome.
Hey everybody.
Welcome to Unscripted Podcast. How are you all?
If I'm allowed to answer, I'm doing good. If anybody cares.
This is Lindsay.
And this is Lupita Nyong'o.
Oh.
I don't know how to pronounce her. How do you pronounce her last name? Do you know?
I know she said it's like a, I don't want to be offensive. I know it's like a click. Is it a click into it? Like, no.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, is
She
it?
said that in the interview. Nyong'o.
Okay. Well, I'm her today. So,
Okay.
because I want to wake up in the morning and have her skin and her smile and her hairstyles and her sense of style and I just want to be her.
She's so pretty.
She's gorgeous. I'll either be her or I'll be Denai Guerrero. Girl.
Like I told you, I want their skin regimen.
I need to know what the beauty regimen. Are we doing the Korean beauty regimen? Are we just doing like old school grandmother using straight up alcohol? Or are we using Dove and Pond's? Like, what are
that whole
we?
alcohol thing.
Yes. You remember how they would be like, girl, just put alcohol on your face. Girl,
yes.
no.
Or like when you get out the shower, right? A hot shower. Take this cotton
just
ball.
put alcohol.
Or just pour some in your hand and rub alcohol on you.
Just rub it. That's all I do. And you know, people with good genes, they pass that dangerous regimen down to other people whose skin cannot. So guys, in case you don't know who you're listening to, you are listening to the musings of
Unscripted Podcast. Back for season 3, episode 2.
We are bigger and blacker
And badder. Bitches.
than ever. Yeah, pretty much. I am. I'm one of those.
I be that.
Absolutely. And we have been girl crushing on the ladies of Wakanda. Listen. How was your weekend first, Lindsay? Because I know you haven't seen the movie yet, right?
Oh my God. Should I give them a quick spiel?
You can. Please, yes, absolutely. Well, yes. Please give us your story.
Okay, so you all, I actually wasn't supposed to see, I was about to say Wakanda. Black Panther.
That's the name of it. Wakanda.
The Wednesday.
What kind of movie is this? Wakanda is the new Issa, by the way, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
My God, you're good. No, I actually wasn't supposed to see Black Panther until the following Wednesday due to, my schedule, just busy with family life, whatever. But I ended up getting some free time because my dad covered for me for my second job. On that Thursday, it came out. So I was like, let me hurry up and get me a ticket online at the theater by where I live at. I get my ticket. Go to the 8 o'clock showing, sat there 30 minutes of previews, and then within 15 minutes of the movie, somebody pulled the alarms. The sound goes off in the movie. Like, we got to the part where Killmonger was in the museum. And then the sound goes off.
That's as far?
That's as far. No. Not even that far, girl. We didn't even hear what he was saying. I just like turned my head because I didn't want to see it because we saw him looking at the mask. And I was like, no, I don't want to see it. They tell us to go out in the lobby. And they told us, hey, if you all want to wait a little bit, we'll, like start the movie back up again. Or you can get a guest pass or a pass, what have you, and a refund. I'm like, just give me a fucking pass. And I told the people to give me like 2 or 3 more passes, which they did. Even though I went by myself, I wanted to take my mama with me for the next try. So I'm gonna go to another theater, not the one I went to, just another one to see it again. But I was so pissed. I'm like so jealous of everybody that got to go see it opening weekend. But I'm glad my money went to it though. That's one thing I'm happy about. But it's so disappointing. I wanted that experience.
I wanted you to have that experience, and it's disappointing because of that's scary. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people already had the worry that something like that would happen, but a real reason for an alarm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I had a feeling there was going to be pranks, but in the back of my head, though, I'm not going to lie to y'all. Like for the past 2 weeks, I was like, God, I hope, people fucking sick. I'm like, God, I hope this isn't like, God, like a Batman or something type of thing. Because this is like how Batman was publicized. This was heavily publicized. And it's a big, not trying to say a political movie, but this means a lot to a lot of people. So that's what I was hoping it wouldn't happen. But I saw online that in several other theaters from the same company, Regency, is it Regal Theaters, they had issues. So I'm kind of like, what the fuck, Regal Theaters? Do y'all have something against black movies? Because the one in Atlanta, instead of playing Black Panther, they play 50 Shades.
That was the same one, and I have that was one of the things I wanted to break up. Imagine.
Killmonger, what the hell?
Who's this white girl?
Who is this colonizers?
Damn, we didn't come to see Jungle Fever.
People in the theater was pissed, y'all. It was in their dashikis and stuff in the lobby. Like, what the hell?
And they had to watch 50 Shades Freed or whatever was it called? 50 Shades Freed? Am I saying that right?
50 Shades of Bigger and Blacker, I guess.
Girl, I've never seen not a single one of those movies, nor do I ever want to see one of those movies. But I can tell you right now that I would have been pissed to the highest pistivity if I would have walked in there ready to see Wakanda and was seeing
Anastasia.
Right.
It was one where, in the IMAX. I went to the standard, theater showing because the IMAX ones and the other ones were already sold out. This white lady, old white lady, came out the Black Panther when the IMAX went going off. Old, like 80, Sophia Petrillo old, going off about some Black Panther.
She was saying how good it was?
No, she was pissed off because the sound went out. It went out in the entire theater.
Oh, she was heated. So she was in another theater watching. Oh, no.
The entire movie theater, y'all.
So it wasn't just, so that puts it into perspective, too, because the way you were saying it, why didn't I think it was the whole theater? That's crazy. And me and Aisha, when we saw, because LJ, shout out to LJ, he had texted and said, did they pull the alarm at y'all's movie? And I was like, wait, what? So he has said, my fault, it was on Unscripted's Instagram and it was you. And I was like, well, shit, I hope she's okay. I was like, well, I assume she'd be okay because she would have not put it on Instagram if she wasn't. Aisha said, yeah, why'd she go all the way over? Why didn't she come with us? And she could have saw the whole movie. I was like, right. We had a good time, but it wasn't a lot of people.
I wasn't driving out there.
No, you're fine, but we had a good time. It wasn't a lot of people, but it was still like a good turnout. But I think a lot of people just didn't go see it on Thursdays because a lot of people don't even know movies show on Thursdays like before they come out, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
So that's like the best time for me to see them unless it's like Star Wars or Harry Potter because then everybody knows that they're out.
That's why I went on Thursday. Another reason I was like, oh, let me go on the Thursday showing. But like, it was a decent crowd, but it wasn't like packed like had
sold
a
out
Friday or Saturday night.
Yep.
But it was good, and I went by myself. Even though I don't go to the movies, this is the first movie I've went to the theater to see in like 2 or 3 years. Like, I usually go by myself.
Okay.
Is that weird?
Okay. No, I go to the movies by myself if it's something I want to see. I don't care. I mean, I'll go out to eat by myself. Stuff like that doesn't seem weird to me. You do if that's what you want to do, then you do it. You don't wait for people to do stuff. Like when you were younger, that might have been weird, but I think the older you get tired of waiting for people.
Oh, God, yes.
So it's just like not a big deal. Like table for one means absolutely nothing to me.
Yeah.
But from all of the reactions, whether you've seen it or not, it seems like everybody is in the accord or, in agreement that it was a really good movie. I have seen it and I agree with that sentiment. I do not think that you'll be disappointed, Lindsay. I do want to see the movie a few more times before it leaves the movie theaters, just because I feel like there's more to the movie than just action. It's not one of those Marvel movies that's just action. It's kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy or like Doctor Strange or Ant-Man. Those are the movies to me. Like Guardians of the Galaxy did good at the box office, but a lot of people who have seen Guardians of the Galaxy that just say it's an okay movie, they don't get that it's, to a lot of people who really, really, really like it, it's more of the story than it is the movie. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people go to Marvel because it's Marvel. They expect action. They expect good CGI, good production, great cinematography, all of that. But then there's people who just really enjoy that piece plus the fact that it's a good story. So that's what I appreciate about like Ant-Man. Ant-Man got really bad reviews from a lot of people. I actually love Ant-Man. I think it's absolutely hilarious and the storyline is good. But Doctor Strange was probably it was neck and neck between Guardians and Doctor Strange being my favorite Marvel movies. Now it's like Black Panther has replaced those two, and I don't know which of the two are number 2 for me now. But it was that, like, the story was that good. I feel like I just need to watch it a few more times so my life can be complete.
See, the only Marvel movie that I've seen in theater was the Avengers movie. Maybe it was one. I don't know. I'm guessing it was the Avengers movie. I can't remember, but I fell asleep, so I can't tell you much. I think it was the very first one, and I fell asleep on it.
Have you not seen any of the other movies outside of the movie theater?
Like besides like Marvel?
Besides the Avengers.
Oh, we went to go see Straight Outta Compton. I saw that with you, and I saw Mad Max. That's it.
I meant any of the Marvel movies outside of Avengers. I'm sorry.
I mean, like pretty years ago when I was in middle or high school, like the first Spider-Mans. Other than that, like the Nickelback one.
Those do not count. That does not.
Who said Tobey Maguire? Jesus, I'm not gonna stand here and wait.
That does not count.
And they're watching us.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So of the new Marvel, of the new Millennium Marvel, the only ones that you've seen was the Avengers? That was the only one you saw?
The first one, I'm thinking that's the only one, and I don't remember it because I fell asleep.
Oh, wow. Oh. You haven't watched them on Netflix or on TV or nothing?
No, I got bored.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you're going to see Black Panther, though. Like, even if you don't like it, I'm glad you're going to see it, girl. Give that ticket money.
Oh, I know I'm going to like Black Panther because I heard, like, the thing I heard is Black Panther's actually a really good movie for somebody who's not too much into, like, the Marvel type of stuff. Or even if you've never seen most of the Marvel stuff, Black Panther's a really good movie to see no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of their movies besides Avengers, because I would not recommend for somebody to watch Avengers who doesn't really like or really understand. The one-off, like the movies about the single characters are good movies. The Avengers is like a team, so it's kind of like you have to know a little bit of the backstory. You really don't need to, but it helps to know kind of backstories when you're looking at like the team movies. But each single movie, like Thor or like Doctor Strange or Ant-Man or Black Panther, those all contained within themselves are all really good stories, because they're actually telling stories of like them, their families, where they're from, origin stories sometimes depending on so those within themselves you would enjoy, because they're more like just movies for it to be a movie, not a movie so that they can break shit and all of that. That's what Avengers is to me. Avengers is just like a whole bunch of bells and whistles and a whole lot of personalities coming together, and it's cool to see it, but I'm more of a movie person that likes a good story. So that's why I enjoy the single hero movies a lot more, probably, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, you'll enjoy Black Panther, and it may make you want to watch some of the other movies as well, possibly. But it was really good.
Like, I'm loving the promotions. Yeah. Like, it's been, I would say, that was just, who was I talking to? Our buddy Simon. What's up, Simon? I was telling him, him, and our other buddy Sean, we were just talking about this, and I think I said kind of like the promotions of it. Like, basically, regular folks like me, you, were promoting this movie. Like, what we gonna wear? Like, that is a big thing. Like, this was going on since last year's NCAA tournament. That's when it first, the first trailer came out. So it's been going on for a year, promotions for this. And it was mainly like Twitter, Instagram people, like followers that promoted this movie and did a damn good job.
Yeah. The buzz started around the time that Ta-Nehisi Coates had made that Black Panther comic, and they were talking about they were going to do the movie. And then it came into fruition, like, yeah, we got Ryan Coogler. And then it was like, yes, so we know that there's a movie coming. We know that Ryan Coogler is a part of it, but we don't know, who else is going to be. And then, little leaks here and there. And then, like you said, then we got to see the trailer. So Marvel, in Marvel fashion, has had this planned out like every other one of their movies forever. Like, they have a whole schedule of when things are going to come out. And it's just crazy, because I think back to like maybe back in 2015 or 2013 when I'm looking at the schedule and I'm like, dang, I got to wait till this year to watch this and this year to watch that. And those years have already passed. So it's really exciting once they finally get here. Like, I need to backtrack too, because I did not mention Captain America, which that is another, like, those are my favorites. Iron Man, the first one was cool, but his story is nothing like the other stories in Marvel. It's like the other ones have a little bit more depth to them for whatever reason. I don't know why. But they do. And it's like Tony Stark's story is cool, but he's never been my favorite Avenger. Like, he's not my favorite out of the Avengers. It's always been like T'Challa and Captain America. And also Hulk. I love Hulk. I love the Hulk, and that's the one movie that just, girl. Anyway, they just do a really good job with creating buzz, staying relevant, picking the right directors, the right producers, the right actors. They just do a really good job with that. I mean, well, Disney, I should say. But Stan Lee left Marvel in good hands. He definitely left them in good hands, because they publicize the shit out of their projects.
Yes,
unlike
they do.
DC. Yes.
DC only see it on like cans of Dr. Pepper when they promote their movies.
Oh, like a stick of gum. Like one stick of gum inside of a pack. Like, you don't even see it on the outside of a pack. Like, you just open up a pack of gum. You like, wait, Superman's coming out?
And it's so dark. Like, I get it. The DC is more whole. Now they have, they take on this dark theme, but that doesn't mean you can't promote it as much.
Not only that, it doesn't mean it can't be good. Like, dark is amazing. Everybody, I mean, they show that with Deadpool. Like, people like grown-up adult movies. We love adult movies. But for whatever reason, hopefully they keep Wonder Woman with this momentum that she has going. If they ever decide to do another Batman, they pick somebody different from Zack Snyder, because oh my god, like,
yeah, a lot of people weren't happy with him taking over the Batman or the Justice
Superman.
League thing.
Man of Steel, I liked Man of Steel, but
I did.
I just liked it because it was a good story. Right. I just liked it because it was a good story. But that whole Batman versus Superman shit, I was like, what the fuck is this? And I didn't even realize the Justice League came out in the movies late last year. Did you know that?
No, I thought those were just promos.
Me too. Like promos like, hey, it's coming soon. So my mother calls me yesterday and she's like, hey, why didn't you tell me that Justice League was a straight to DVD movie? And I was like, what? And she was like, Justice League, it was a straight to DVD movie. I was like, no. I said, it's coming to theaters. I said, I think it's coming around Derby. Ronnie said, it already came out. It's at the Dollar Movies and on DVD.
She's so old. I just looked it up. It got a 40% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 6.9 out of 10 on IMDb. Excuse me, DB.
So you know what's funny about that?
What?
So do you remember... And God, I mean, this is so crazy. So this is really how quick it went by. Plus, it was our busy season at work, so I really wasn't paying attention. You know, I ain't got no TV at home, and I know that you don't watch a lot of network television either. So both of us it was in the dark. But girl, so you know that Henry Cavill, or is that how you pronounce his last name? Henry Cavill?
Yeah, that's how I pronounce
Superman. Yeah. He is in the new Mission Impossible with Angela Bassett and Tom Cruise. Well, in Mission Impossible, he has his mustache. Well, I had totally forgot that he was filming both Mission Impossible and Justice League at the same time until I stumbled across this meme and it was talking about Superman's CGI face. Why did they have to CGI Superman's face in whatever movie? I guess it was the Justice League movie, because the studio would not allow them.
I just looked it up.
They wouldn't. It was part of his contract that he could not shave off his beard and mustache.
So it costs $500 for them to digitally remove it.
It was
$500.
It was more than $500. It was a lot of money. And it was terrible. Girl, the pictures, I was like, what the hell? Because I just happened to look him up in Mission Impossible. And I was like, oh, look at his mustache. And then it's these memes. And it's like, yeah, like he looks like he doesn't have a top lip in one of the frames.
Ooh.
It was bad. So I was like, oh my God, I forgot that those movies were out. So apparently maybe whoever owns the rights.
Ew, I just saw it. Why would he look like, who did, and it looks like he had a nose job. They just didn't care.
Yes.
They made the tip
They
of his
didn't
nose
give
look
a
like
fuck.
an ass, and he looked like, so y'all couldn't take the fake, because I know on Photoshop you can take a mouth from another picture and stick it on.
Girl, but he
Said
was moving his mouth, and they was probably like, we do not have that type of time.
You could have just took somebody's moving mouth, like how they do on those
But
cartoons.
how petty was the other studio that they wouldn't just let him use a prosthetic mustache and facial hair? Like, how petty are you as a director that you're just like, fuck this? I know that, like, we just know we're not going to do this. Nope. He can't shave it. He needs it for this movie.
Terrible.
Fuck y'all. So I'm wondering if it's the same studio that Marvel uses. Like, is it the same distribution company that was just like, no?
Probably Tyler Perry Studios. JK. Hello, Justice League.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
Clark Kent. I know who killed your mother.
Hey, ain't those memes funny though with his face?
Oh my God! Yeah. Did you see that Tyler Perry? So you know that meme that's been going around with Tyler Perry saying like,
Girl,
we can send her.
Tyler Perry looking at.
But did you see what he did to clap back at those people?
What?
He said, well, first of all, let me tell y'all that one of the studios where it was set at in Atlanta was Tyler Perry Studio. He said, so Wakanda was here.
Yeah, I assumed it would be, since he's one of the only, well, not one of the only studios, but he's a big studio in Atlanta.
Yeah, he was like, so he had to dip his toes in there, his queen toes.
Yeah, because those memes, it was like Tyler Perry's looking at the Black Panther numbers like Medea goes to Africa or Medea goes to Wakanda. I was like, nope.
Hello, Wakanda.
Hey.
What's up?
What was I about to say? So yeah, Angela Bassett was the reason why I was looking up Mission Impossible and Superman, because I was like, oh shit, Superman. I was like, he's going to be in 2 big movies. Angela Bassett is going to be in 2 big movies, and I was like, wait, what the fuck is going on with his face?
Oh my god.
So when Angela Bassett comes on the screen, well, when she comes on the screen and she has like her faux locks, Ronnie was like, oh my gosh, she needs to grow her hair out like that because it's beautiful. I was like, I know.
Has she ever had dreads before? I felt like she did. Maybe not.
In real life?
Yeah.
Not that I know of. I don't ever recall it. She could have, but I don't ever recall it. I think in Aquila and the Beast, she might have some braids.
Yeah,
but they wasn't white. And she's always the mother that be getting with you. Like, this is the first time that she didn't smack somebody out the back of the... You know how you give them the smack at the back of the head?
Yeah.
This may be the first movie as a mother that she did not smack the child in the back of the head.
T'Challa!
But she did have to wake his ass up from his slumber.
Oh, it's always a black woman.
Always a black mama. Get your ass up.
Oh, get your ass up. Kick him in the bed. Get up.
T'Challa, get your monkey ass up.
Oh, mama.
It's cold in here.
Oh my goodness. What a good weekend for Black Panther. Like, I was cracking up at the tweets because I was avoiding the tweets with spoilers, but I was loving the tweets of like celebrating not only the women but also the men's. Thank you, Alicia, for sending me those pictures.
You're welcome. Thank you for sending me the picture that you sent me. So what we're talking about is Chadwick's dick. I mean,
I had to like hold on to my table.
I mean, Dick Bossman. I mean, Big Daddy Dick Bob. Chadwick Big Dick Bob. Shit. Chad's Wick.
Big Zaddy Dick.
Zaddy. Let's just call him Zaddy Bossman.
Ooh, I like that, Zaddy Bossman.
So apparently he does not wear underwear. Is what I have. That's what the conclusion that I've come to. I don't know. I don't know if this is true or false, but all I know is that every time I see him in a pair of fitted pants, I also see a buzz. So either he's putting his wallet right in the front of his pants.
What kind of wallet is that? A checkbook?
A wallet of happiness?
A clutch?
Ooh. Either he's putting his fanny pack underneath his pants in the front, or Bay does not be wearing no drawers. He be going commando in Wakanda, if you know what I mean.
When I saw his picture, the men of Wakanda, like photo, I was like, why does this not exist?
Dude, why is he so fun? Let's just take a minute, ladies, and let's take a moment of silence. A moment of silence for the fine men of Wakanda. Let's take a moment to now objectify them openly and unapologetically. Is this wrong?
Nah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. We good. I mean, why else would he just have it out like a pendulum? What is a pendulum?
That's what I'm... Yes.
He should...
A pendulum.
It's just out there. It's like a DirecTV remote.
It really... It just... I just don't understand why he keeps doing this. It's like a thirst trap.
Can his girl walk? Shit.
I don't know. Carrie Hilson still manages somehow.
I don't know how she does it either. Yeah. Who she was with. She was with him for several years.
Yeah, she was with Sergei Ibaka and he... Zaddy.
Who?
Zaddy. Yeah.
That picture. So Lish sent me this picture of the was it the Entertainment Weekly photos?
Essence.
It was Essence. Sorry,
Essence.
Essence. It was the Essence photo of the people of Wakanda, but it was the men of Wakanda. You know, featuring Chadwick, Big Dick Bossman. Why do I want to call him McGillicuddy? What is his name? Michael J. Jordan?
Michael Bay Killmonger. I got something he can kill.
Yeah, that too. Killmonger. I saw his nude. Killmonger.
You saw his what?
Yeah, I saw his nude. He was on a nude beach. You've never seen it?
Clearly, I haven't. If I just said you've seen what, I need you to text me that.
Okay.
Let me just say, fellas, that I do not approve of trading nudes. But I feel like with celebrities, if it's on the internet, it's public domain at this point. I mean, it's not like it just happened today. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this was like
is that wrong?
Years ago. This is when he was still doing like, I don't know. It wasn't even, you know, it's good. I mean, it's on the internet, so it means it's, you know, legit.
If he ain't had them all taken down, that means he doesn't mind it being out there.
Yeah, I hope it's because I haven't checked for a bit now. But
don't worry, I'm Googling it as we speak. Carry on with your story.
So it had Michael B. Jordan, Chadwick, the dude from Get Out. I'm so sorry, I cannot remember his name, and
I can't pronounce it. It's Daniel, I think, but I can't pronounce his last name.
And your boo, Forrest Whitaker, and Chadwick is in the middle, of course, you know, star of the big, you know, one of the stars of the movie. He's in the middle, and the camera person caught them mid laughter, but the way I don't know how to. I just can't. Like my.
It just looks like they were talking about how big his dick was in his pants.
Yeah, it looks like they were like, "Damn, and agreeing."
They're like, "Damn, dog, your dick looks really big in those pants." He's like, "I know, my nigga." And then Forrest is just looking kind of like, "Yeah," and it's right in my face.
They blurred it out now. Now they just showing Mark.
Did
Oh
they?
no, I got it. I found it. You see it?
Okay. Did you send it to me?
I
haven't found it yet.
Well, okay. The thing is, I can't go on my internet while I'm on the phone. That's what sucks. So I'll have to screenshot it to you. I don't know if you really want to see it. Do you really want to see it?
Is it not good?
Okay,
this is why I never
cold.
go on media.
It was
this
probably
is
cold.
why This is why I don't go to media takeout, because you see shit like this. Goodness gracious.
Just
2000
Google
pop
it.
singer Nelly Furtado put on weight. Now she's thicker than oatmeal. What? Like, who says that? Who cares that Nelly Furtado is thicker than oatmeal? Do you?
No. Is that the girl we was sing? I'm like a bird.
The wrong Nelly.
Oh, God. Yeah, I hate the wrong Nelly. I do that sometimes. I'm sorry. I'm still looking at these news. I don't know. I just rattled off. But no, y'all.
Like, you completely stopped talking about everything.
I just looked back at, like, these news and chatties. That bitch. Y'all, I'm telling y'all. And then and then Rolling Stone new cover man. Chadwick is the new cover man. And he has on leather pants. Obviously, the Anaconda wanted out. The Panther wanted out, I should say.
My Anaconda don't.
Like, he's just got Jesus. But and then who else? It was another character. I still have not seen the movie, but I've been seeing his photo.
Oh, King M'Buku. Oh my God, yes, Jesus,
that's
Lord,
a big
yes.
daddy.
He's a big, big solid. Look like he played football for about 25 years of his 23-year life. Like, he's just.
Could you just picture him picking you?
Lord. And just throwing me in a bed of donuts naked.
What kind of donuts?
Just any glazed, jelly filled. Like, I ain't tripped. I would rather glaze because jelly filled might go places it shouldn't be going. Glaze, it'll just crack on my skin, and after a while later, I'll just be sticky and sweet.
Let me lick that off for you, baby.
And he be breathing all hard like he got asthma.
He looks so like he's
looks
really,
so
really handsome. And I saw, oh my God. I was like, ooh, that's a.
And don't he look like he's sweet?
Yes, he does. Like he's a big teddy bear. So did he have a deep voice?
Mm-hmm.
So how were you in the theater? Was you like, keep it cool, your daughter's sitting next to you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was just like,
During the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
Fight scenes. I know I saw a meme and said that like you watching the fight scenes, will somebody pull their dick out?
Anybody. Can it just accidentally?
Like,
I need to know if me liking you is justified. I need to know, should I move on from this obsession?
So like a lot of happy women were in the theater this weekend, I would say. So that's really good. So they had something for the ladies too.
Mm-hmm. They did, honey. It was. Listen. Mm-hmm.
Are you still looking at the pictures or eating?
I'm eating a Mike and Ike, thinking about King Mbuku.
So like I've been seeing like I've been seeing his photos, Chadwick's, Michael B. Jordan's, really those three just. Ooh.
Is it anybody else in the movie? Oh, and that boy from Get Out, but he was a sucker in the movie, so he kind of. I mean, he's nice looking outside the movie, but in the movie, he made me want to hit him in his nose.
Oh God! So it made him unlikable. So it was just like a good man candy in the movie, though. You would say
yes, but there are still some. He's still a nice looking man, and the thing about it is that even the villains were hard to dislike in the movie. That's the thing. Like, you can't really dislike them because they're too fine. So you find this special place in your heart for them.
So you're like,
you're like, he's really not that bad.
You know, if I could just spend like give me 2 years and a baby.
Prison Bae. He's Prison Bae. Like, basically, you know, you just like, you so fine, I could try to reform you.
Oh my God, I'm looking at these pictures of Mbuku.
Yes.
In the movie.
Next thing you know, it's niggas dropping you off at work in your car, laying in your house, eating up all your kids' snacks.
Bye-bye, Lunchables.
Buy Lucky Charms, buy Lunchables, buy all the fruit snacks, juice boxes.
Did you see the video, like the premiere, you know, when they do their little junkets on the red carpet of Chadwick? And Lupita comes by, he hugs her, and it looks like he sniffed her. I'm like, what the hell is he doing? I said, is there a connection here? He hugs her really tight for a little bit long, and then he sniffs her.
Well.
He ain't sniffing me, so
he can.
I would.
I'm not currently into that, but I can be.
Oh my God.
I bet she can. How hard, because you told me he has a girlfriend, how hard was it for the women in the cast not to be like, what y'all doing after this? Like every day after they were done filming. How hard was that to just keep it 100% professional?
Especially, who was the love interest? Like, you can tell me. Was it well, I know it was Lupita, because don't freeze.
And him, why he was sniffing on her.
Don't
you
freeze.
Gonna scratch and sniff me, but you just gonna go home to your girlfriend after you done just sniff me like that?
And she was probably like, he's probably telling her, nah, Lupita cool, man. She like my sister, you know. We cool. It ain't nothing like that, baby. Yep.
And her friends are probably like, so what's the scoop on Chad? She's like, first of all, he doesn't wear drawers. Number one.
You know, in the scene where he hugged me, I felt it.
It was not a banana in his pocket. It was absolutely not a banana. I can confirm.
Lupita's back in the trailer, and Danae is like, girl.
She's like, okay, I seen that last scene, bitch.
Girl, you held on for a little bit longer than what it was supposed to be. Ryan had to pull your ass off of him.
Cut. I said cut.
Lupita. I can't do a California accent.
Hey, Lupita, girl. I can't either, but whatever it is, that's how you sounded. Hey, cuz.
Get this girl up off of him.
Only death can keep me from it.
They dragging Lupita off of Chadwick.
They dragging her off. Chad's like, I gotta go to school. This nigga done wore a Me Too pin after he done filming Black Panther.
He'll come on like once the promotion day. He goes,
he's gonna say the sexual harassment I had to endure on that set from the ladies and the fellas.
yo,
Listen, I need for Michael B. Jordan to walk around with that hairpiece and them gold teeth on at all times. Like, there's no reason that if you're not filming a movie right now, I don't really understand why you're not wearing that wig and those golds. Like, what are you doing right now with your life? It's kind of like Keith Urban in Lord of the Rings. He like kind of had this dirty, grungy look to him.
Wait,
he
did
had
you
like
say
long.
Keith Urban?
Yeah, it's the Keith Urban, the actor, not the singer.
Oh my God, that's what I'm like. I don't know Keith Urban the actor. I just know the singer.
Yeah, there's a Keith Urban from Lord of the Rings. You've seen him in other movies before. I'll send you the picture. But his name is like Eomir or something like that in Lord of the Rings. And he's a nice looking guy outside of Lord of the Rings. But in Lord of the Rings, he has like this blonde, long hair and he looks kind of dusty and he's like a warrior. He would have to walk. If you're not filming a movie, I need you in blonde wig, in whatever that costume is. Like, you don't need to be in regular clothes right now.
I mean, he was really good looking in Creed.
Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah.
Not as good as looking as he was in Wakanda.
Yeah.
Nigga, those little things on his head. He looked like one of them little mumble rap niggas with them golds.
Yeah, he said he had to bulk up more on the
yes.
Black Panther versus Creed.
Did you see him with that blue and red sweater thing? Like, oh my God, he had on like this fitted sweater. They was doing a wherever they were walking with the popcorn. It was one of their junkets or premiere parties or something like that. Did you see him with that sweater and the way it just laid on him like it was
tight.
Made? Oh my God. But he didn't have that hair or those gold teeth in. He still looked good though.
What?
He's just fine. You know who he looks like?
Who?
So, Kenneth from Waiting to Exhale is Ghost. What's the dude to play Ghost? What's his name?
Omari Hardwick.
Okay, so Kenneth from Waiting to Exhale is Omari Hardwick's daddy in real life, even though nobody knows this, right? I'm the only person.
Really?
No, not Kenneth. The one. It would help if you were white. Would it help if she was? Would it help if she was black? It would help if you were John. His name was John. Yes, Michael Beach. In real life, in my head, Michael Beach is Omari Hardwick's daddy. Omari Hardwick is either Michael B. Jordan's big brother or his dad. One of the two. Like, they all have that look. They don't look exactly alike, but they look like they're cousins or relatives. All three of them. You see, like, if you look at all three of them, you like, yeah, and yes, and they probably all have fucked with a cousin Faith.
He's on another show or some other movie. Aquaman.
Who is Michael B. Jordan?
Nah, Michael Beach. I just looked it up. I'm like, I saw him in something else. He was promoting another.
Is he going to be playing an asshole? Because that's what he normally plays.
He's like oh my God, I can't look at him at the, he's on something.
Would it help if she was black? No, it would help if you were.
They're making a Deep Blue Sea too, so guys, look out for that.
No, they're not.
And Michael Beach will be in it.
No.
So deepest bluish, my hand is like a shark fin.
No,
deepest blue, my hand is like a shark fin.
It's like a shark's fin. No. Do you know how many times I've seen that movie too? As bad as it is, I've seen it at least 5 times.
It used to come on TBS and TNT all the time.
All the time. Yes.
I watched the making
and
of
he
that
was
video.
like one of the lone survivors. Like, how did LL Cool J survive? Oh, in a capsizing boat.
He pushed that white woman in the pool,
didn't
he?
Yes.
Because it was her fault. The sharks became intelligent because of her, and they had time to kill. Sorry if I'm ruining it for you all. If y'all haven't seen the original Deep Blue
If you
Sea.
ain't seen this movie that's been out for like 20 years, there's no way I can spoil this for you.
Oh no, it's
And
not
it's
going
a
to be the
horrible
movie. It's going to
movie.
be direct to video. Oh, guys.
Thank God.
Well, it comes out April 17th in direct to video. Hopefully, it'll be on Netflix for you all because I know you guys will be interested in it. And I might tweet LL Cool J to see if he's going to do the theme song for this one. Deepest bluish, man, it's like a shark fin. And then the dancers had on shark fins. Yeah, that video.
That movie was horrible. Horrible.
You watching
Wasn't
it
Sam
for the third time. This
Jack
movie's-
in it?
Yeah, he got his arm bit off. Like he was like, these motherfucking sharks ain't gonna do shit. And then the shark came up,
And then he comes in. He like jumps up out of the water where they were standing and
Yeah.
like bites them.
and like shakes
Like
him
it was
and
a
drags him
biggish.
in.
Yes, and he was like, the shark was huge.
Yeah,
He's horrible.
yeah.
I gotta watch that this weekend.
Me too. So if y'all want to, we might tweet it. So if anybody wants to tweet with us on Deep Blue Sea,
We'll send you out an Evite.
huh?
We'll send you out an Evite
I'm pretty sure
to
we
join us.
We should have it shown on in Baxter Avenue theaters. They show artistic.
We
movies.
should rent. We should do what Kendrick Lamar and Travis Scott and other celebrities did and rent out whole movie theaters so kids can see the gloriousness that is Deep Blue Sea. We should do Deep Blue Sea, and then what's the one with Ice Cube? Anaconda with Ice Cube and J-Lo.
Which Anaconda? There's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
The first one. We got to do the first, because wasn't he like a cameraman or something? Hold
Yeah.
on. What was
Ice
Yeah,
Cube was the
we gotta do number
cameraman,
one.
and he was like, when I saw he was in there, I'm like, God, please don't let him get killed. I know Cube can survive a giant snake.
He's a hero. He's a fucking American hero.
Yeah, and then it ate the that creepy white dude. Sorry, I spoiled. I keep spoiling these movies for y'all. I'm sorry.
He's a goddamn American hero. So, okay. So speaking of Black Panther and Deep Blue Sea, which is an awesome movie, and y'all niggas tried to ruin Black Panther for everybody this weekend, with tweets and Facebook posts that were utterly and totally ridiculous. From the Facebook post that I saw a girl post that said, if y'all would have shown up to the polls for the presidential election the way y'all showed up to Black Panther, then Donald Trump wouldn't be president right now. Wrong, bitch. Number one. Then the people talking about how if y'all spent all of this money to invest in the hood, I mean, I'll give somebody in the hood my $14 that I just gave the movie theater, but I don't think that that's going to cause anything to get built today. It's a movie. And y'all were really just trying to take it and make it seem like we were all taking $10,000 a piece and throwing it down the toilet. We literally, all we did was went and saw a movie. That's all. And we were celebrating the fact that we got to see heroes or people that look like us on screen that wasn't slaves, wasn't slave owners or masters, wasn't in domestic violence, wasn't in some kind of, and excuse me if I offend anybody, but like Tyler Perry preachy type movies. Everybody don't want to get preached to every time they watch a movie. Every movie doesn't have to have the moral of the story is, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nice to be able to watch movies where somebody's not a drug dealer. It's nice to watch a movie where there's not a drive-by. It's nice to watch a movie where there's no baby's mama, baby daddy
White
drama.
savior.
You know? Oh, light-skinned savior, bad dark-skinned men. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's nice to watch movies where you have a whole group of dark-skinned black women who defy every European standard of beauty, and they still kill that shit because they are all bad bitches. Like, that's just a cast full of chocolatey, beautiful black folks that aren't all from the United States. It's just, you just don't, you know, you don't get to see that often. You don't get to see black directors and writers and people who have made books for black people to see their projects come to life on screen at this, like, it's such an epic proportion. You just don't get to see that. So excuse us if we were celebrating a little bit too much for you.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all would have supported
Kente, you don't even know what it means.
If y'all would have came out and supported Marshall like y'all supporting Black Panther, yeah. Oh, that'll be another one we have to say in a second. But I'm just like,
if you would have watched Birth of a Nation, y'all didn't want to watch Birth of a Nation, but y'all watching Black Panther. Y'all kill me. Y'all all out here trying to be pro-black and woke, and it's a whole bunch of other comic book characters, blah, blah, blah. Well, first of all, Black Panther was the first black comic book character. Every one of them that y'all naming, talking about, there's hundreds of them, which, okay, all of those came after Black Panther. So get that all the way together, number one. It's like this bitch was in the comments talking about, y'all sitting here talking about Black Panther. What about Blade? I said, bitch, Black Panther came before Blade, ma'am. Black Panther even preceded the group Black Panthers. Like, Black Panther came to life in 66, and the real Black Panthers named themselves the Black Panthers in 1967. Not saying that they got their idea from Stan Lee and Kirby, but I'm just saying, quit trying to make it seem like we are being happy and celebrating something that is irrelevant, because this is in no way irrelevant at all. Yeah, we're not trying to diminish Blade or anything like that. It's just always something like, yeah, don't forget about, nigga, we not.
I love Blade. What do you mean don't forget about Blade? I have them all on DVD. And if that shit came out again, straight to DVD, you think I wouldn't watch it? What? I'm sitting here, I need them to bring Michael Jai White as Spawn back. I'm on it. Like, what do you mean? I love Black Dynamite. I'm here for it. Like,
there's a new one coming out.
There's a new Black Dynamite?
Yes.
He's coming back?
Yeah, he's like a cowboy.
Yes. Yeah. Like, I am just here for all of that stuff. Why can't we support everything? And just because I don't like the particular genre of, like, autobiographies or all the time biopics, like, everybody doesn't necessarily like historical fiction or movies that are autobiographies. Everybody's not going to go see that. And it's not just the Marshall movie. That could be any movie. Like, people ain't just running to the movies to see Lady Bird. Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? That's not how this works. And then, bitch, this girl, I can't even remember her name. I wish I could remember her name because I would call her ass out. But she's posting, if y'all would have shown up to the polls, bitch, 53% of white women won Donald Trump that election, bitch. We voted for him. He got the popular vote, bitch. Know your motherfucking history and quit being out here trying to be all divisive and push these harmful, stupid ass motherfucking messages. First of all, bitch, it's not black people's, it's not our place, it's not our responsibility to fix the broken government, number one, because we didn't break the shit. And we got the right to vote, not the motherfucking responsibility. That's another thing people get confused. And I'm not saying that people should not vote. I'm not saying that at all. We got the right to vote, as in, if you want to vote, you can. Don't blame Donald Trump being racist on the people who did not fucking vote. That is not fair. That's not fair at all. Because even if they did vote, that motherfucker would have still won. People don't understand how that shit works.
It's always several people like that spreading that
Oh,
bullshit.
pick me ass bitch. That made me so mad. People was like, hey, that's facts. No, it's not facts. Did y'all not look at the numbers?
Look at y'all, man.
Well,
now.
too many black people was voting for the Green Party, blah, blah, blah. That is their right. It is your right to vote how you want and if you want. If we happen to get a bad politician, you cannot blame people because someone is a bad politician. That person is fundamentally a bad person. It is not my fault because that person's a bad person. Now, if they would have said that the election was won, he was 2 votes over, or it would have been Hillary, then maybe we can get and be like, well, damn, bitch, 2 people would have helped. No, motherfucker, the Electoral College voted Donald Trump in. Hillary Clinton got popular vote. I mean, do we need to go back to this all over again? Well, we didn't vote in record numbers. Even if we had voted in record numbers, did you not see the places that he won, those states? What niggas do you know in those states?
God.
They just, they really, really piss me off with that bullshit. They always quick to tell the victims that they have to fix the problem, which that's a whole nother situation altogether. But this is just another example of, well, black people, the reason why it's like that is because y'all ain't. No, bitch, it's like that because he's not doing what the fuck he's supposed to do. Don't fucking put that. We're not accountable and responsible for Donald Trump's bullshit. You're not going to sit here and put that on black people. I don't give a fuck if only one of us showed up to vote. He still has no right to act that way. None. I don't give a fuck if no Asian person voted. He doesn't have a right to act that way. None. There's no excuse for that whatsoever. You cannot put the blame. That's like saying fucking if you didn't want to get raped, you shouldn't have wore a short skirt. Bitch, no. That's not how this works. I hate people. I swear I hate that bullshit.
It's
and
just mad, just sitting at home, arms folded, bitter, and just pissed off.
Just mad because
hey my sister,
Queen and King, girl, shut up.
You know it was created by a white man.
Oh my God! But what about the people that didn't even know Stan Lee created it and was wondering why there was a white man inserting himself into the movie?
He's all for one. Oh, are you talking about the 2 white actors or Stan Lee in the movie? Because I was going to say Stan Lee is in every Marvel. Even though I haven't seen
Stan
Marvel,
Lee.
known that he's in.
Yeah, he cameos in every single movie.
Yeah, he's known to do cameos in every single movie as just a personal homage. And those 2 actors, like I know Claw and whatnot, they're known in the Marvel universe. It is what it is. What do you? Oh my God, that's how story. You people, y'all make me fucking tired and weary. Y'all wasn't watching y'all wasn't reading no comic books. Okay, I don't read comic books.
So you mean to tell me because somebody didn't read the book first, they can't watch the movie? Do you know how many movies and TV shows are loosely based on books? Like, what is wrong with these people? The fun police.
It's always that. I don't know if they're going to see a wrinkle in time. Let's ask them that.
That's what they're going to ask us. Why y'all going all up for Ryan Coogler? Make sure y'all support black women. Bitch, we will.
Let me tell y'all.
And
no, they'll say something about Oprah. Where was Oprah during the Watts riots? Some bullshit. Some bullshit like that.
They make me so fucking tired. They make me so tired.
Why are you
doing they get on my nerves.
Oh my God. But, the good thing is basically the world didn't let those people get in their way of having fun of seeing Black Panther because it made, over 200, almost 230 million right now?
Yep, 230 million in the U.S., 169 million overseas. That was the numbers, the latest numbers that they reported. But those may not be accurate. It might be more than that. And then China doesn't open till March.
Jesus. So this movie it is kicking ass. Like, not just in the Marvel universe, but period.
In the real universe. In Korea,
of all places, man, you, if y'all don't remember, if y'all don't know, Chadwick won an award for like most outstanding actor in Asia. And he's kind of like, he had to accept an award. And he said when he first heard about it, because I think he was on Conan O'Brien recently. He did an interview with him. Or was it Jimmy Kimmel? Jimmy Kimmel. He said, you know, I got that call that I received an award from China, like, as the best, like, the new breakout star, best actor. He said, I thought you did a prank. He said, I didn't know what was going on. He said, so, I mean, I just went there and got it. He accepted it and everything. And if y'all don't know, you know, people of color aren't really accepted in movies or entertainment over there in China or a lot of parts in Asia. And it was crazy to see that. And it's also crazy to see that this is the most anticipated movie over there right now. And I think it's made how much in South Korea already?
I don't know exactly how much it made in South Korea, but overseas combined it's 169 million. But they did really good in South Korea. Yeah, they did really good because Lupita and Michael B. Jordan, they did a press circuit there and they were really hyping up Black Panther in Korea because they filmed a portion of the movie. The movie was filmed in Korea, Atlanta, and in different parts of Africa, in Uganda, and another place in Africa. I don't remember the other country. But I think it was 2 countries in Africa, I want to say. But they had those 4 locations, one of which y'all better bow down to the bad bitch Tyler Perry so he don't get mad. So apparently one of those places was Tyler Perry.
To the queen.
Bow down Queen Medea. But it's just like, it's doing a lot better than they thought that it would do, both domestically and overseas. They did not really look for it to do a lot overseas because, like Lindsay just said, movies featuring Black people aren't really it's not really a demand for them, because a lot of times, like in China especially, movies with Black people, when they do posters and stuff, like when they left Finn off the poster for Star Wars, remember it was like a big deal about that, but they tend to leave Black people out of the promo type things. Like, so if they're going from country to country, sometimes they don't take Black actors if a Black actor is part of the movie, because as you all know, or if you don't know, in Asia, like, it's not that they don't necessarily like us, but I'm pretty sure that the images that they see of us that come from America has skewed their perception of Black people. But as we noticed over the last few years, you know, that is starting to change and people are starting to become a lot more aware of just how fucked up American culture can be, especially to poor people and people of color. So that may be helping with that. So they said that the movie was welcomed like with open arms and did really, really well.
Yes, and I'm so excited, and it also made me proud to even see it like big in a place like Brazil. And Brazil is known to be one of the last place to actually free their slaves, but it's still really bad down there for people of African descent with darker skin. So recently, the photos from the premieres and the opening nights, they're in, like, I think in Bahia, Brazil, which is the northern part, where you know, most of your African population, people of African descent in Brazil live at. It was big, very big there, and mainly, like, it was women excited to see this movie. Like, they were in the theaters, dressed up, doing the hand gestures, the fist, the raising of the fist, all of that. They were excited to see this movie, and it did pretty big in Brazil as well. So thank you to the world of celebrating Black Panther.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what's going to be interesting is, speaking of Black Panther and Marvel, is what's going to happen in the future for these television shows. What's going to happen with just everything, because Disney is buying up fucking everything. Shit. Disney has bought up Fox, 21st Century Fox, which in turn gave it the rights to Hulu. or they're like the majority owner of Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
They own Marvel, but they've also got the rights to X-Men that they didn't have at first. So it's like Disney owns everything, and I don't know what that's going to mean for the way that we look at television, because Disney has ABC, 21st Century Fox. They have Hulu, and Hulu streams not only Hulu shows, but they do like TV shows. NBC was a big part of that, like Saturday Night Live and stuff. At one point, that was like one of the only places that you could watch Saturday Night Live. Right after Saturday Night Live, but I don't think that I think that NBC may not continue their relationship with Hulu now that Disney in 21st Century owns Hulu.
And once this contract kicks in, you damn skippy that Disney's gonna yank that shit, their shit, Fox's shit from Netflix. So Netflix is
well, no, they're saying. What? They're saying that they don't want to, they're going to take some of they've already taken some of their stuff off, but they said that they don't want to kill Netflix, because this is another thing. Disney even said they wanted to have their own streaming thing. So, okay, so you have Hulu. Yeah. So you own that. So are they going to make a separate Disney thing where they're just putting like the Disney movies type stuff on there, and then they still let Netflix license stuff out to Netflix too, because they still have stuff on Netflix, and I don't think that they're necessarily going to yank all of it. I don't think they will. They might. I'm not saying that they won't.
Probably, but like a good percentage, which is kind of why Netflix is kind of like, all right, let's get this shit. Let's start creating our own content with these shows.
Oh yeah, and they've been doing that for a while too, which I think that was really smart of them, because I think that sets them apart from cable.
Netflix having the Marvel characters are like Luke Cage is gonna move. Are they gonna move to Disney's thing? Like, that's another question. I'm like, what?
That's it, right? Because that's a Netflix original series. So I feel like Netflix probably pays them a pretty penny to be able to have the rights to that. So, I mean, this is the thing. I have all streaming services. I have Hulu, I have Netflix, and I have Amazon. Not all, but I have those three. There are some redundancies in them with Prime and with Netflix mostly. Not so much with Hulu, because Hulu can be petty with TV shows and not have like a whole season. But I have Hulu because they have, like Lindsay said, like right after Saturday Night Live goes off, you can go watch it on Hulu. That's how it used to be. That's where you could watch all the South Parks besides on southpark.com. That's where you could watch, like, there was so many shows that you could only watch all of them there on Hulu because nobody else had them. But I don't know what that's going to mean for those shows on Netflix. I want to say that Disney is not that petty. I don't think that they would take Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and stuff away from us because they know that that's what we want as fans. But Netflix also has taken a piece of Shonda from Disney, kinda. They haven't taken her, but they're going to be occupying a whole lot of her time.
So do you think you think Disney could buy out Netflix? Like, you know what? Let's buy your shit out.
Nah, I don't. I think that's too much, and I don't think Netflix would want it to happen. I would hope, because Netflix is not publicly owned or anything, so it's not like they can buy a share. They're not publicly owned, are they? I don't. Hold on, let me see. It does say IPO date, so let's see. Oh, 2002. Girl, I did not know that. Why did I not know that you could buy shares of Netflix? Let me get on. Can't you take your stuff out? Can you take your stuff off the market, but you'd have to like sell so much of it and get control? And could you do that?
Like the Bitcoin people are like, ooh, let me jump into Bitcoin. Yeah, you Bitcoin people too are annoying.
Whoa. So if Disney wanted to, they could. As of right now, it's $278 per share.
I think we can afford it. Come on, let's put.
I can afford it. I don't know about you, because I am rich.
How much is it? $217 a share?
It's $278. So basically say $279 because it's $278.52.
We could do it. I can do it.
Yeah. It's been as high right now. It's at a 5-year high. I think this is what it's saying. Let me see. Yeah, this may be a high for Netflix. But damn, so if Disney was petty, they could, but why would they do that? Like, are they really trying to be the by and large of our time?
I don't know. Like, all these mergers and stuff, it's just so corporate greed, but what about creativity?
I know.
Like, are we going to sacrifice? Like, I get it. Entertainment is good. We just here to get entertained, but we still want good entertainment, you know, not just shit.
Yes,
like,
not just shit. Not just shitty anything.
Hearing, haven't watched it yet.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, don't.
How much money did they lose?
I don't think that they lost the money because people watched it.
It was a
like
waste
we
of time.
really
I feel sorry for those people that created the catering lady
now,
on the set. She's probably wasted her fucking time. I mean, she
the
got
craft
paid.
Lady. Did you say the catering lady?
Yeah.
She was like, "Ain't this some shit?"
She was probably watching it, eating the crudités. Like,
this acting is horrible.
Look at this white boy up here twirling around and shit.
Sit your monkey ass down somewhere,
Brad.
So this is saying here, these are the films and TV shows, and this is old news to a bunch of you guys. But we've been gone for a while. So for Marvels and Star Wars, of course, we already said X-Men. Deadpool, the Fantastic Four, and X-Men. So now they'll get Deadpool. Let me
Disney
see.
Or Netflix?
Disney will get Deadpool. They didn't have Deadpool at first. They can have some new villains that will come to Infinity Wars, possibly, such as Doctor Doom and Galactus. Which Galactus was the one that ate the galaxies, wasn't he? The Galaxy Eater, I want to say. Oh, and then there's 20th Century Fox Fanfare. Oh, wow. There's a lot of shit that comes with this.
Yeah, they got the Simpsons.
Wow.
They got everything Disney does. Nat Geo.
Nigga, so I walked in the... But you know what I like, though, about Black Panther?
What?
Is that they didn't try to do too much. Like, they didn't have kente cloth outfits and shit in the Disney store.
Like, oh, because they knew they was going to face no...
I don't know who told
Wakanda
them.
Grease.
Nah, bruh. Yes, I don't know who told them that won't be a good idea, but whoever did, thank you. Like, there were no Wakanda or Black Panther glory greens. There was no
jollof rice.
Yes, chicken. There was no Black Panther chicken and jollof rice. There was no Black Panther sambosas. There was no
Black Killmonger. Black cat peas.
Yeah. There were no Nakia sweet potatoes. Like, there was none of that I saw, and I pray to God that Disney World does not get a Wakanda. Like, I pray to God.
You know, somebody said that. They said it would be cool if Disney gets a Wakanda or Universal Studios. Like how Harry Potter World, they were like, we need a Wakanda.
Nope, not unless they let black people design it and only allow black people to work it. I will not. Y'all are not about to colonize Wakanda. It is not going to happen. No, and no.
You know,
nope,
Disney's listening to this. They're like, oh, okay, maybe that's not a good idea.
Shit.
Scratch it, throw it away.
But that's the only way that it will work. That is the only way that can work. You will not build a Wakanda and profit out. Like, that goes against everything King T'Challa wants to do. He literally said that's not their way. Like, Wakanda is not for sale. No.
Well,
We'll put a big shield. We'll put a shield around it again.
The what's the Secret Service? His Secret Service. I can't get their necklaces.
The Dora Milaje. Could you imagine if they started selling like the seed bead necklaces and shit?
Yes.
Like the stuff that the Rap Life sells. Like they do a partnership with the Rap Life and start selling like head wraps.
Mickey Mouse.
I would be livid.
I want one with Mickey Mouse on it.
Oh, and Mickey Mouse is walking around with his damn African head wrap
and Minnie Mouse.
Oh, Minnie Mouse has on a kente cloth dress. Oh, I would not be able to take it. No.
People would be so mad.
No. I wonder if they were walking on eggshells when it came to the promotion stuff, because
For the
money
merchandise?
people, yes, for the merchandising, because people would buy the shit. Don't get it twisted. Like, people would definitely be like, yeah, give me that. But people will also side eye the fuck out of Disney and be like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
I saw the teddy bear.
What
It
are
was
y'all-
cute. I ain't gonna lie. The teddy bear was cute.
Nigga, I hated the teddy bear. I hate that teddy bear so much with all my life. From Bears,
Yeah, but I'm not
Build-A-Bear.
paying that money for it. To like build a bear.
No.
Was he go Wakanda forever when you hold?
And he's too fucking fluffy. Like, he has no six pack. Like, what is this?
He ain't got that mandingo.
And he ain't what you said.
So what if okay.
For
So
it.
since you said we're talking about teddy bear, what if they have for Mbuktu?
Mbaku, or
Yeah.
Mboku.
Mtum. What if they had a
Still.
Mtum?
M2, man. You can lick me everywhere.
Teddy bear. And he says that.
You said. Yeah.
You say.
But yeah, I wonder if Disney thought about, like, long and hard about promotional
I
items,
know what's
like,
long and hard.
thought long and hard about Chad.
When you say, I just
That's
need a
what
huge shaft online.
He's like, wait, what? What? I need a shafter. Okay, so real quick, let's change gears,
Okay.
because we want to talk about Black Panther at a later time, but we want to actually talk about it in depth. And we know a lot of people were not able to make it out this weekend to see it. And no judgment, we just don't want to ruin the movie. Like, all we're doing is riffing about, like, the creators and the beautiful people. That's it. We're not really talking about this. We're not talking about the movie. I will just say that the movie was great. It gave me more than what I expected. I was really proud of the writing of the screenplay, because it's just a lot deeper than what you would imagine. A lot deeper. It was kind of like, and you know, people hate this movie, and I know that I'm going to say this and people will judge me for it, but Avatar, to me, as a story, was I thought it was a good story in context. Like, the concept of the story was really good. I didn't really like the whole relationship with the outsider, but I liked the story more than people gave it credit for. I thought it was a good story. With this one, of course, I'm not comparing the story of Avatar to Black Panther at all. But I'm just saying that sometimes movies surprise me and give me a good story along with everything else, because I honestly was not expecting this type of story with Black Panther at all. Like, I was just expecting a superhero movie. I wasn't expecting what I saw. So I can't wait for everybody to see that. Switching gears, something else great happened for the culture. In addition to, I mean, February is really turning out to be a good month for Black people and for Black history, for things that are going to last and things that we'll be able to look back on and tell our kids about and our grandkids about and so on and so forth. Barack and Michelle. I know, right? You want to talk about it?
Yeah, so last week, President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama's official portraits were unveiled last week. And hold on, I'm so sorry, guys, I wasn't prepared on this. The artist is it Amy? Artist.
Her name is Amy Sherald. Amy Harold Sherald.
Yeah,
Amy Sherald.
And Barack.
Am I saying it correct?
That's how. Yeah, that's how I was.
Sherald or Sherald.
Yeah, and she did Michelle's portrait because they both chose a year or two ago. before they left the White House, they chose, maybe a year ago, I would say, they selected the 2 artists that would do each of their photos that would be put in the Smithsonian, not the White House, y'all, because y'all was going off. Some of the people that had negative
keep going.
shit.
Girl, it doesn't even matter.
Let me hold it back.
I don't even think it matters.
Let's go back. So they had her do Michelle's portrait, and the person that did Barack's was Kehinde Wiley. He did both beautiful, beautiful paintings, and I liked them. I really did. But there were some of y'all on Twitter, probably the same ones that was talking about Wakanda and going out to vote, had something to say about the photos. And, you know, some people may not like it, whatever. But, yeah, the reasons why y'all were not liking it was really dumb. It really was. So, if y'all don't know Kehinde Wiley, you've probably seen his photos before or his paintings. He does painting. Does he actually paint them, or?
I think he does methods. Like, I think that he uses multimedia, like different kinds of media, not just paint. But I think that he uses all different kinds, like mixed media is what I was trying to say, not multimedia. But I think he uses mixed media as far as like digital, painting, no telling what else he's using, like probably even photography in there somewhere. Yeah. But it's not like hand painted canvases at all. They're not like hand painted portraits. No. Not everything that I've read about him, then that's not the case.
Yeah, so his paintings are usually bright, loud, and the backgrounds are really, a big thing. And he incorporates a lot of hip-hop, urban looks to it, like he did several rappers. I think even Louisville had a painting of his in one of their museums for a while, which I've seen. Beautiful, beautiful, bright paintings. He did Barack's, and the background is it's a greenery. And he had some flowers in there that actually represented something like a symbol in Barack's life. Like it said a jasmine flower.
They were all flowers from where he was from.
From where he was from. Like the jasmine flower represented Chicago for Hawaii. Or was it Hawaii?
Yeah, it was. I don't remember which flower represented what, but it was Hawaii, Chicago, and Africa.
And African blue lilies represented Kenya, and they each represented something. And when he met Michelle, it's really he put a lot of meaning. Like something meant something in this photo, even though it was just Barack sitting in a chair and the background's like a lot of greenery. It meant something. And the artist that did Michelle's, that looked like more of a painting to me. So. It's Michelle in a dress, and it kind of reminded me of the photo from her Essence picture where it's a long, pretty, flowy gown, and she's got her hand, she's sitting down, hand resting on, chin resting on her hand. And a lot of people liked Barack's, but some people just didn't like Michelle's because they were like, that doesn't look like her. Why does her hand look like that? Blah, blah, blah. That's why I'm like, that has to be a painting. But... she's supposed to be graceful. She doesn't look like that. And, when people called them out, it was like, they were just like, you don't have to be intelligent or have a degree in arts to know what it's supposed to look like. I don't like it. I don't like it. Like, people were getting
sounds so ignorant.
Yeah, they sounded really ignorant. They don't look like Michelle. Ignorant.
So I'm going to read a Facebook post of one of these such, and this is not a person who's ignorant or quote unquote ignorant. This is her own personal opinion. She is a popular blogger. I won't mention the name, but I'm going to read you what the post says. I don't like Michelle Obama's portrait. At least President Obama's portrait has color, but darn it, black artists are obsessed with dehumanizing and defeminizing black women. I understand why white supremacy does it. The whole beast of burden, eliminating the competition and justifying our mistreatment thing. What is disappointing is when Black artists are hell-bent on doing it. Why do Black artists who have the responsibility of speaking for our culture insist on reinforcing our dehumanization? Why do they love taking away our womanhood while only focusing on Blackness, or in this case of Hotep art, hypersexuality? Don't they see, like every other woman, we are both our race and women too? Why not celebrate both? Notice Black artists never do this to our male counterparts. The glaring example is with Mrs. Obama's hubby, President Obama. I truly believe Black people, including Black artists, are conditioned to erase all traces of Black women's humanity and femininity, which is why Mrs. Obama, who is full of joy and warmth, is muted here. I'm done with modern Black artists. What do you think?
Oh my God. And I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, because I discussed Wiley's style of art. Amy Sherrod's art, she uses very it's like a grayscale for the actual humans, the people in her paintings. It's like a grayscale for the skin color, kind of muted, but she focuses a lot on maybe, I guess, like the dresses
on the rest of them,
like
and their clothes are where the color.
Yeah, the colors is where the was mainly you see in the accessories colors. Like that's her aesthetic on a lot of her paintings, and that's what I think. I'm like, have y'all seen her paintings before? Like, have y'all not seen it? Like that's what it is. Like they were saying, she look ashy.
I just don't understand people who reflect or project their own personal views of themselves onto other people's shit. Like, if that's how you feel, like if you feel like this picture is representing you and everybody when they see it is going to turn around and look at you and say, that's why y'all ashy. I feel like that's what you're thinking in your head. Like, I feel like when people say shit like that, it's because they feel like this painting is supposed to represent all Black women, and that when people look at that painting, they're going to be like, y'all gray, you ashy, it don't even look like you. Why you got on, like that's not how art works. And that's not what this was about. I mean, and most importantly, Michelle picked her to do her portrait. I'm assuming she kind of knew what type of aesthetic Amy had. Like, and as I look on her website, everybody on her page has the same grayscale, but there's pops of color from the background and from their clothing and accessories, and it's absolutely beautiful. Like, it's art to me. This is stuff that I would love to see hanging like in my house. Like, Barack's picture is also art. They're two totally different kinds of arts. But everything doesn't have to be bright, bold, and in your face to say I'm beautiful and I'm Black. It doesn't have to be the loudest thing in the room to say I'm beautiful and I'm Black. And I feel like when y'all go and y'all point to Barack's picture and then you show us other examples of what you think Michelle's picture should have been, you're going for the brightest, biggest, boldest, loudest things because you want that to represent and you want that to stand out for her in your mind because that's what she needs. But what y'all don't understand is she is Michelle Obama. She doesn't need this painting to speak out like that for her. Her being who she is does that for her. The look on her face in this painting is the classic Michelle Obama side eye. Classic. With her hand resting, like her chin resting on her hand. With her looking down on you niggas like she is the shit. And she knows it. But Michelle, what was her last name? Robertson?
Yeah.
Obama does not need loud ass, bright, bold ass colors to define who she is as a woman. She doesn't need for it to be her exact rendering of her face or her skin color for her to feel confident about a portrait of herself. It's art. Like, what do you think people who fucking Picasso was like, hey, let me paint you.
Let me paint a squiggly line. You like, what the fuck? They don't look like me, Picasso. Bitch, you look
but
like
you.
Yeah, dude, look at them hips.
Like, Basquiat, like when he was painting all of that crazy, like how, like this is in her mind, this is her portrait, quote unquote, of Michelle Obama. In portraits, like especially when it's something that's going to be hung in a museum like the Smithsonian, not in somebody's house, like I want something to look like, this is not a family portrait, this is fucking art. Like it means something. Her dress meant something. The way she looked meant something. Well, it don't even look like her face. It does look like her face. Like, I don't know what Michelle Obama you're looking at, but that looks like Michelle. The colors are bright and bold and beautiful. And it's Michelle. It's avant-garde just like she is. Her style, she's like a style maker or a leader when it comes to like setting the tone or setting the mood. You know what I'm saying? Michelle is just like, she's the one that when she walks in the room, every head is going to turn because she just demands that respect from you. And it's not because she's a diva. It's just because of who she is. And so this picture just fits her. Like, she doesn't need to be like, blah, blah, blah. Look at this portrait. It looks just like me. No. Like, this is perfect for her. Mm-hmm. I don't understand people's criticisms. I just really feel like it's your own negative self-hatred or your own insecurities as a black woman or a black person that when you look at that picture, you're thinking, see, they're going to see us ugly because she got the wrong painting. That's not how we wanted you to look, Michelle. It's not about you.
She said that I think they were really prepared for the reactions because she was like, you know, when people think of my husband and I, it's like a Thanksgiving dinner. You have expectations like the macaroni's supposed to taste this way or the dressing's supposed to taste that way. She said, it's not, honey, not with me and my husband.
No. They're going to do it however they want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it's always been. And if you haven't realized that, then you're going to continue to get your feelings hurt.
Shirley will let you know, honey. She'll get you together.
Get you all, like, how can you look at someone as fashionable and as fashion forward and as smart as Michelle Obama and think she's just gonna have a regular schmegula like your Instagram artist painting? No, that's not what she's doing. She's gonna get this woman who's 44 years old and she's gonna put her on the map, is what she's gonna do. And it really hurts my heart that Michelle's painting received the negative energy because that only made that artist, you know, I'm sure
it
she
made me feel bad for the
artist.
way. It really did.
Yes, me too. It made me feel bad for her too because I don't ever want and that's always a thing. You know, that's when you put your art out there, when you put your heart out there, people are going to judge it. They're going to give their opinions. They're going to say whatever. But for something as big as this, for her to have, I hope that her confidence is this strong. For her to have been chosen by First Lady Michelle Obama to do the picture, regardless of what anyone and everyone else said, regardless of all the other people she could have picked from, she chose you. So regardless of what these fools are saying, remember that she chose you. She knows what your work is like.
Mm-hmm. And she probably was like, look, honey, my husband and I were in the White House for 8 years. We know what criticism's like, how bad criticism can get. But
jeez, and that just kills me that hers got it. And I was like, Michelle was criticized in the White House a lot anyway by so many people all the time. And that's just one more thing. And we're the ones doing it. Yeah.
Your work.
To have your work.
Like, have you ever been at your job and you do something your own way, and then when you get up to present it, it's like, no, that's not you do kind of feel like, that kind of hurts.
Yep.
That hurt. Yep. Come on now, y'all.
Yep. But I just think that some of the words that they say is just so, like, some of the stuff that they were saying was just like very strong opinions, like dehumanizing and defeminizing. Like, where did you get that from?
Mm-hmm.
And then she compared it to Barack's photo. Those are two totally different artists.
Two completely different artists, different aesthetics. Oh my God. They said he should have did Michelle's.
And you made a really good point too, Lindsay, when you talked about the juxtaposition of both of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I felt like it was such a cool idea I like the fact that they chose different artists with different aesthetics because of the juxtaposition of these portraits with their personalities. Barack has a very loud photo or portrait. It's very loud, very colorful. And Michelle's is very muted, grayscale. But in reality,
it's the opposite.
Complete opposite for the both.
Yeah. We see Michelle as the colorful one and the bold and the bright, and we see Barack as the chilled, chilling out.
And it's known. And Michelle said that when it came to deciding, Michelle said, I want a sister. And Barack actually wanted her to do his photo. And she was like, She said, this one's mine.
And I could see Barack choosing her, especially based on the other photos that she's done. I can totally see him choosing her and being like, yep, that's me, because she does like, and the people are literally just living in the photo. Like it's them. She captures a moment in the portrait.
That's what I felt like. It looked like she got up somewhere from like walking outside or from an event or somewhere.
They're really cool. Like her portraits are I love the way she does them, and this is like collections that you would want to see in your house. I don't even know these people.
It's so pretty.
I don't know any of these people, but I would love to have these photos in my home.
We'll name them for you.
Yeah. Oh, that is Terrence. Terrence is
Turns.
Like give him a whole story. Now, one thing I will say about Barack's photo, what I love, his portrait, what I love about his the most is that he's sitting in the chair and he's in the foliage. You know what that reminds me of?
What?
When Homer Simpson is backing up into
That's how it is now. He don't want to be involved with Trump. He's slowly backing up. Barack's like,
he's backing up. I wish somebody would make that
they
meme.
Did.
Did they?
Yeah, they did the Homer Simpson.
My God. Yes. Where is it at?
I saw it on Twitter.
Okay. See, I love that. See, that's why I like black people, because we all think the same. Monkey as hell.
They like walked back. And I said, that's Barack right there right now. He don't want shit to do with y'all. Help us.
And that is so like him sitting in those. Oh my God. Somebody did. Ethan Barton, white guy. Go Ethan. You were invited to the cookout because of this. They got Homer Simpson or Barack Obama. That is so perfect.
Oh my God.
That is so perfect.
But I
Homer
like
Simpson
the
attends
portraits.
They got him disappearing into the portrait. That
stupid.
is so funny.
Yo, are so silly. Y'all so silly.
Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, people like, come on, y'all. We have to stop being so negative about everything and stop trying to find fault with everything. Stop trying to find yourself in stuff that is not meant for you. Like, yes, Michelle said that she wants little girls to look at that picture and know, that they can do the things that she's done. But they are not her. They are her in the sense that they're black women. They're women, they're powerful, they're strong, and they are not their situation. They are not, their neighborhood. They are not their circumstance. But this painting is her portrait, not yours. Like, this is her story, not your story. She didn't choose that picture on, based on what you like. She picked it based on what she would like. And most importantly, this motherfucker's going to be in the Smithsonian. So as Mel says from the Good and Terrible podcast, y'all can die mad about it. Like, nobody gives a fuck. It's about to be art. Where's the picture of your little ugly ass kids with all them balls and ruffle socks on? You didn't ask the black delegation about that.
Girl, some of these photographers that they haven't taken of their kids birthday party. Who?
With them little ugly Easter outfits on. You don't see us jumping all in your mentions. Talking about your little
photography.
with all that hair grease and gorilla glue and gorilla snot all on your baby's crusty ass baby hair and shit. Baby. Yeah. You don't see us saying, oh, I see you posted that picture of your baby. I don't like it. You shoulda instead of why you ain't nobody doing all that.
Girl, lighting's all fucked up. Let's go take this picture in Shawnee Park.
Everybody's forehead greasy.
Heads beady, laying all in the hair.
Just
weeds. Y'all just jumping around in weeds.
Your 4-year-old with these motherfucking crochet braids on too heavy for a head. Like nobody's riding you and your people out. So why you gotta jump in Michelle's mentions? That's all I'm saying. Put some respect on her name.
Bored.
Girl, bored ain't even the word. Now, speaking of bitches who need a life.
Oh my God.
There's a dating app for Trump supporters.
For you right-wingers and gunslingers. Trump.
I don't even know what to say about it. There's a dating site for Trump fans, and it's all kinds of problematic.
Make dating great again. Medea? How would you say?
Is that MAGA?
Yeah, but make dating great again.
Medega. I don't know.
MAGA.
Like, Trump Dating and Trump Singles are two websites catering to supporters of U.S. President Donald Trump. Republican and Democratic dating sites have popped up in the past, as well as a site for Bernie Sanders supporters. The MAGA-oriented dating websites have both arisen in a time of intense political polarization. A Tinder study found 71% of online daters consider differing politics a deal breaker in a relationship, which, I mean, I kind of agree, because in this day and age, a political differences in political opinions could be like differences in morality issues.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't, if you're pro-life and your boyfriend or husband is pro-choice, or your girlfriend is pro-choice and you're how do y'all make that? How do you rectify that? How do you resolve that?
I would have thought farmersonly.com will be enough.
Clearly it's not. Clearly there's some people on farmersonly.com that's like, fuck Trump.
Apparently.
But I would have thought that Farmers Only would be synonymous with, but it's not.
You don't have to be lonely. So, what kind of dates do you think they would go on?
I assume to rallies, marches and rallies, not rallies and checkers.
That's what I was thinking of. I knew what you meant for some reason.
Plan rallies.
Said rallies. I thought the season fries. I knew what you meant.
To get some fries. I just assumed that they would go to they would maybe walk on the Mexican border and volunteer. How some people go to the
pushing them back in
humane some people go to Humane Society. They would go to the border and push them back in the water or shoot them.
Turning off Puerto Ricans' lights, throwing paper towels at them.
Yeah, shit like that. Walking around, how you play pinch buggy.
Mm-hmm.
They will try to find the undocumented people. Okay, what about her? Documented or not? Those are the type of games that they play on their first date.
Oh, go who do you hate most?
I don't know what Trump supporters do on dates.
It's what do they discuss? How they always say no matter who you vote for, we're all the same, or we're all the same blood, no matter how you look. What about these people?
It's The dating site had said at first, or deport liberals from your love life.
Deport liberals from your love life?
From your,
This is interesting. Like, straight, and you have to be straight, right? You can't be a gay.
Yeah,
right?
straight. You can't, yep.
Interesting.
Yet, according to Trump's dating's rather strange drop-down menus, married people are welcome. For relationship status, the site offers options like having a significant other, happily married, or unhappily married.
Let me go. On the website.
Then they also have specific choices like Scandinavian, Polynesian, Eastern European, Western European, Mediterranean, and Eskimo.
Find the America First partner of your dreams. Dating in 2018 is more of a challenge than ever before, thanks in part to today's polarizing political landscape. While searching for potential partners on other dating sites, it's not uncommon to see messages like "No Trump supporters" or "Proud liberal." We're wrecking the dating.
Liberals. Are you looking at the one on Business Insider?
No, I'm actually on the Trump.dating site.
Yes.
So
now this one says, like many dating sites, Trump also wants to get a sense of how you look. It asks about your eye and hair color, your body type. The latter section gives you your options like tight and tone, few extra pounds, big and beautiful, and big and handsome.
It only gives you, so the Trump.dating site only gives you two options. You go to the drop down, find a match within minutes. I am a straight man or straight woman. We'll go with straight woman. What should my username be?
Nothing. You bet not sign up for that shit. You know what it costs? You can get a premium. So listen, a premium membership is $13.95 for a 6-month plan, $17.95 for a 3-month plan, or $24.95 for a 1-month plan. You can, however, wink and request to meet people for free.
So actually, Trump.dating is under like this is a network. Is under a network called Friends Worldwide. So let me see who's under Friends Worldwide.
They own Match.com, I think is what it said.
Really? Okay. I guess Trump lovers need love too.
Oh, the dating site boasts an expensive age range. You can hone in on suitors from ages 20 to 92.
So you have to pick a primary photo. Do use a photo. Do make it up close and personal. Do use a recent photo and be honest. So no glamour shots, ladies. Don't wear hats or sunglasses. Don't use a blurry or darkened pic. You know how they don't like darkened photos. Wink.
Oh no. So the company that owns blackpeoplemeet.com owns trumppeoplemeet.com, but they haven't done anything with the site yet.
Oh my God. That is interesting. Blackpeoplemeet.com. Do people still use that? Or go on there? I thought it was like a lie.
Yeah. No. One of our friends met her boo there. Yep. So it's a thing. It's a thing. Wait, there was a song?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, there wasn't a song. Wait, no, it was just like the commercials were just black people chilling on the couch, listening to.
Oh, okay. Well, where did you get that song from?
I just made it up.
Oh, you should write jingles. I was like, wait, they have a song?
No, I just made it up.
Okay. Now, one more thing we wanted to talk about before we end the show. We should have kind of talked about this when we were talking about Netflix and Disney. Yeah, what you just highlighted, MJB.
The queen of hip hop and R&B.
Let's get it crunk going and pumping.
She's a Golden Globe winner, Grammy Award winner, Oscar nominee, Mary J.
What did she win a Golden Globe for?
Huh?
What she win a Golden Globe for?
No, nominated.
Oh, okay. I thought you said winner. Don't need
I probably
no hesitation,
So,
in this
Mary
dance party.
you know, due to the success of Mudbound and her getting all these noms from all these awards, Netflix has added her to a sci-fi. She's going to be drinking. Well, that too. More. I've been drinking. She's going to be bringing more drama to Netflix with a sci-fi. I think it's going to be like a series, and it's called The Umbrella Academy. And it's based on the comic book series, and she signed a 1-year deal with the service, and she's going to play a person named Cha-Cha, who's an unorthodox hit woman who travels through time to kill assigned targets. That sounds like Mary. And I'm pretty sure one of the targets' name is K.C. Bailey.
Or Kendu.
Oh, he's number one on the list. Could you imagine Kill Bill with Mary J. Blige?
With the pussy wagon.
Just going off, killing all of them.
Just going off. So the what's it called? Umbrella Academy is a Dark Horse Comics comic book. And they are turning it into a series on Netflix. And the only person that I recognized was this guy who played Dickon on Game of Thrones, and then Juno, the girl from Juno.
Oh, okay. I forget her name, but I know who you're talking about.
Me too. But the Juno girl, y'all know we don't be knowing white actors' name. I'm sorry, y'all. And it's not because... Yes, her too. It's not because I'm like racist or anything. It's just too many fucking white actors and I can't remember all their names. With black actors, there's this small population. I can't pronounce all of their last names if they're not like regular, like their ethnic last names, like Napito Ngong. I can't pronounce it most of the time, but I know who she is. I don't even know our black actor's name, to be 100% honest, especially when it comes to Black B movies. Oh, it's over. I don't know anybody.
What's the old dude that played on Living Single?
I don't know.
Was it Booker?
Who?
No,
Booker?
He played her. His name is like Boogie
Scooter?
in real life.
His name is Scooter.
Not Scooter,
I don't know who
her assistant, her intern. He played like everybody's like boyfriend in the 90s TV shows.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't know his name. And somebody did a what's the name to him? They did like a unsung black hero. Yes, because nobody knows his name. He was on Different World. He was on Cosby Show. He was on Living Single.
Years old for most of he played Tito Jackson.
He played everybody, and I have no idea what it's like. Eric LaSalle. Like once you know Eric LaSalle's name, you're like, that's that nigga's name.
Oh my Lord, Faye.
But yeah, Ellen Page, Juno, she's going to be in this movie, and it actually sounds like it's going to be really good. It sounds like it's like the Shameless of it sounds like it's the Shameless of comic book families.
Yeah, I'm looking at the photos. This is really like interesting.
Yeah, the synopsis of the show is basically like it's a dysfunctional superhero family. Like one of the people is on drugs. One of them is like a liar. Liar and like steals everything, but they're like super charming. And then the other's like the sister, and she's married, but her marriage is like fucked up, and her power is that anything she says basically is manifested. So she'll be like, oh, you're going to win $1 million tomorrow. And I guess that's what happens. So they have like all of these superpowers, and I don't really know exactly what it's going to be from show to show, but they do have like some villains in the show. And I don't think Mary J. Blige is necessarily one of the villains, other than a person that's on the show to just basically do what she's supposed to do. Because like you said, she's a hitman. So I don't think that she's a villain. I think she's just somebody who comes and does her job.
Yeah, this is interesting.
It sounds like it's going to be pretty cool.
I'm really happy for her. That's pretty much why I put it in the our thing for this week. Cause like she deserves this half. I think this is the best half she's had. Shut up, y'all. I think this is the best.
It's the best half she's had since KC.
Shit, yeah. Cause this is like on her. It's not like. I'm not gonna say it's a different channel. It's not just with music how she channels her hurt through music. She seems like she's channeling whatever she's going through in her life with acting.
Yeah, and art. And like, yeah, and Mary J. Blige, it's not like she hasn't been in anything before.
Oh, yeah,
We've seen
she's
her in
acted
other
here
stuff.
and there, and like in the 90s on the,
Yep.
you know, Martin and Living Single, I think, and other shows here and there. But I think this year, no, she was in that one prison movie too.
She was in the one movie with, what's the
Q-Tip?
one, not that is not what I'm thinking of. I think you're right about that one. But no, I'm thinking of the one, it's one of the Tyler Perry movies where she's a singer. Her and she's like the neighbor, remember? That is it Daddy's Girls? No.
I don't remember.
I don't know, but she done been in some movies, so she's not she's not a
it.
stranger to she's not a stranger to acting is what we're getting at. I can't remember the names of the movies.
Mudbound, this is her that's her biggest role. Like it would, if y'all haven't seen it, again, we talked about it in the I think we talked about it in the last podcast, didn't we?
Maybe. I remember we talked about it when it was at Sundance too, I do believe.
Yeah, we talked about it before, probably in previous podcasts, but it's a really good movie. It's hard to watch. And don't be one of those, oh, they're pulling it. No, it actually is a good movie. And she did a great job. And she's been nominated for all these awards for her role as a mother. And check that out. And it's good. And she's going to be in other projects too. So good for her. She deserves this because she's going through some shit right now personally. And, you know, the love is all she needs.
Well, I hate you so much. And also, speaking of Netflix things that you should watch soon is Everything Sucks. And they have a diverse cast on there. Well, I know they have a little black boy that stars on there. So when I say diverse cast, I mean that they have a little black boy on the show.
Is he gay?
I don't know. I haven't watched it yet. I started watching episode 1 the other day and I didn't get to finish it because something was going on in the house and I couldn't. But I plan on watching it this week because it's going to be my Stranger Things. I also watched Chris Rock's Tambourine. I've heard great things from you and other people about it. And Queer Eye for the Straight Guy's back, and that is also on Netflix. So if you guys like that show, Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
I watched the first episode.
You did? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched the first one.
I mean, did you like it? Not did you watch it. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was fine. Like the first, I didn't. It was pretty good. Like they didn't try to make it too different or anything like that. They recognized the original. I guess it was 5 of them. Like he said, like the first episode, he was like, you know, when Queer Eye first came out, it was about like we are here. You know, recognize us. We want to be accepted, and now with this season, you know, we want to show that, hey, we're just like you and me, and, you know, we're just the same, and we're here to rescue straight men and whatnot.
From themselves, from bad style.
But you see more you learn more about each of those, the guys that are involved, though. Not like the people they're rescuing, but them. It's more, since it's on Netflix, they can go more in depth on each of their lives and whatnot.
Good.
But it was a good episode. Like they all got different personalities. One guy, though, I would say maybe it really is him, but I feel like he was told to amp up the gay, because I'm like, wait a minute,
he's extra.
He's pretty extra. Maybe it's his personality, but most of them, they're all really toned down, except this one guy. He's like, yes. Queen.
Okay. Well, so watch that with caution. But I'm going to watch Queer Eye for the Straight Guy because I used to catch it, you know, episodes here and there when I was younger. Better. So I was like, well, let me watch that on there. Another thing I would suggest watching is the Cloverfield Paradox.
I heard that was in.
Oh, well, only reason why I say watch it is because there's a black girl in it, and I haven't seen it yet though. I hate you.
The
so
young
much
lady,
now.
the actress from Beyond the Lights, and I'm so sad because I love that movie. I loved it, and I'm like, oh, I feel icky.
But
watching
we've said her name and messed it up before. It's Gugu Mbatha.
No, Mbaka is the dude from.
No, her name is Gugu Mbatha. The girl's name is Gugu Mbatha.
Oh, Gugu Mbatha Raw.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, but that's kind of like, but yes, the girl from Beyond the Lights, which if you haven't, that's another thing. We've already mentioned that before. We've told y'all to watch that before. Watch Beyond the Lights. Even though Nate Parker's punk ass is in it, it's still a really, really good movie.
Is.
And one more thing I would suggest watching is on Facebook. It is called Loosely Exactly Nicole. It's about 16 episodes. They're probably about 15 minutes a piece. It is totally worth it.
I still need to watch that.
It's amazing. So those are my suggestions for what to watch. I'll give you guys what to read next week.
Aww.
Anything you suggest watching?
I haven't really been watching too much. I've watched Grownish.
Oh my God, how could I leave that off? Yes, watch Grownish.
It's really cute.
Watch it.
It's really cute.
It's good.
It is.
It's good.
And I'm like, whoa, this is on the, was it Fox Family or ABC Family?
Yeah, ABC Family. Yeah. It's good too, though.
It's cute. It really is. And it has the young actress Yara, is it
Shahidi, but yep.
Shahidi from Blackish, and of course y'all know Zoe goes off to college, and it's basically that with her friends, and some of you motherfuckers started on that at the beginning too. Why ain't no dark skinned people in there? But the show is still standing. It got renewed for season 2 and more episodes for season 1, so she's probably still filming for that. So congrats to Yara, the cast, and the crew,
and
of
happy
that show.
Yep, happy belated birthday to her. But yeah, we'll have to talk about that show in depth on another episode. Like, we have to go into that show episode by episode because the characters, the actors, the wardrobe, everything about the show is the shit. Like Yara's whole wardrobe, everybody's wardrobe on the show.
Their hair, her and the twins,
her accessories, the twins, like everybody. We have to give that show the time it deserves. So we'll talk about that later. But anything else? Oh, Little Women of Atlanta. Do you want to suggest that as a watch?
Yes, I suggest. Well, this season ain't as good though,
but they can go back.
Y'all go back and watch Little Women of Atlanta from the very beginning. It's a good show. It's very family friendly. It's
lies you tell.
It's a show that centers around young foxy little women, sassy women in the Atlanta metro area. Sometimes Stone Mountain, sometimes Greenbrier, sometimes. So it just talks about their lives and what they're doing with their jobs and meeting up, having girls time, and sometimes they get into it. And like you see new cast crew members come and go, but trust me, like you will be entertained. It's a good show. And
are you not entertained?
Look, you will be entertained by Little Women of ATL. Watch those women.
Oh, Lord.
We watch it as a family in my house. Well, I go with my parents.
Because you have adult parents and you're an adult. It's not a family show, but it could be a family show if you have like a dysfunctional family. And when I say dysfunctional, I mean with little kids. Like little kids probably should not be watching that.
And got Miss Just a Baby from Ricky Smiley TV show. And like so little much. Jennifer Lopez.
Oh God. Oh, that's the one that had the baby, ain't it?
Yeah, but
when she pregnant, didn't know who the baby's daddy was or something.
Yeah, so she thinks it was the first baby daddy that got her pregnant.
Okay,
and then
don't spoil it all.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all.
Let's not spoil all the show. Let's.
I know. Oh, God, I keep spoiling shit for y'all. I spoil Deep Blue Sea.
Little Women of Atlanta.
I know our buddy Simon would love that show. He's been wanting to watch that too. I'm sorry, Simon. That and Deep Blue Sea, I ruined that for you. Oh, in case one more thing, if y'all don't know, I'm going to be a guest on our friend Simon McKim's show, and also as well as in addition to me and Sean Smith are going to be on the upcoming episode this week, so look out for that. I'm going to post it on my site and our site on unscriptedcast.com.
Unscriptedcast.com.
So look out for that. We're doing a Black History theme. We learned Black History facts. Some guy named DeMarcus came by to visit, And he's, he told us some facts. He's a R&B artist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he studied like medieval Black history. So check that out. I learned,
nice.
Girl, I learned some stuff.
Medieval Black history?
Yeah. Like Saint Aunt Jemima.
Oh.
I did not know about her.
Saint Aunt Jemima.
Girl, me and Simon's eyes and Sean's eyes were like open for this. So if y'all don't know, check out DeMarcus. I think you can find his music on iTunes. He's again an R&B artist.
Go to Marcus.
Go to Marcus. He spells it with the D apostrophe A apostrophe M. I think.
Oh God.
But yes, I will post that episode up sometime this week, so you're gonna hear me twice.
Unfortunately, because
gosh, I really feel bad for spoiling Deep Blue Sea for Simon.
Go to Marcus. Go to Marcus. Go to Marcus.
Go.
I want to watch that video now.
What? Deep is bluish. My hand is like a shark's fin.
Is there anything you want to add before we go?
You guys, please again check out our website, unscriptedcast.com. Keep coming to it. We're gonna keep posting blog posts. We've been kind of busy the past few days. Again, things got in the way, but we're gonna keep that updated. Check us out on our social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at unscriptedcast, KY. We are there, and really go to the site, guys. You can see our past videos, listen to our past podcasts, read past blogs. Check out our friends' podcast on
see our
there.
nudes.
It's a beautiful site, unscriptedcast.com. And you're going to see
unscriptedcast.com
on the blogs. So, again, check it out. We worked hard on this site.
Check it out. So,
and also, Lish is going to be watching Deep Blue Sea, and she's going to
and live tweeting.
We may do a post on it. The greatness that is Deep Blue Sea.
A whole think piece. 25 times LL Cool J.
Y'all think we lying?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus. All right. Well,
all right,
if you don't
guys.
I don't have anything else. I have nothing else to add. Okay, me either. So I'm Lish. You can check me out on Facebook. No, Instagram. Playing in Makeup. I'm on Instagram, Playing in Makeup. And then, like Lindsay said, we're on Twitter at unscriptedcast. And then you can find us on Instagram, unscriptedcast. Email us, unscriptedky@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you, Mama G, for that very, very sweet email. Yes. We totally appreciate it. Thank you so much for your continued support. Thank you all for listening to the show. We will see you guys next week. Peace.
Bye.